the playoffs.
Well, here we go. And let's see what the buy is going to be for these two teams. Again, Gobby going straight for the grenades. As per usual, Dennis and Nico picking up the Kevlar. G2, are they going to go for the kit? Yeah, clearly it's going to be the kit man. HG, rest of the team going for the Kevlar. Chris J got a smoke off Z connector immediately from T4 and then hold a flash for his teammates as well.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go straight for the test of middle, as they had smoked off, as pointed out, and now Rain can't really get much info for his team. Jacob's close though, and he's got a bit of crossfire situation. He's going to get challenged, he's going to go right into the challenge with that USP. He gets a quick frag onto Chris J. This is working out amazingly well for G2. Rain is popping heads, there's just one player left in God B. He's stuck by the box in the vent room. Now he's tagged down, he gets backstabbed by Dennis, and that round was completely crushed by G2.
That is a fabulous start. Rain actually didn't take a single point of damage, which means he can upgrade to a helmet for a mere $350 there. By now, because this deal won't last all week.
Very nice indeed.
Let's go, people!
And, we're going to see the SMGs out of G2, and this should be a slaughter. It's going to be a lot of. This will be a bloodbath, and looks like the bloodbath might ensue towards the B side of the map.
I love a good bloodbath, and just let me put on my shower cap first.
Fire in the hole!
Fox coming in with the B19, holding down things towards the B bomb site, where there are still two more players to engage. He's going to go for the reload while Jakem will have a he'll take a lot of damage, but he's still alive for now.
Throwing a grenade.
Fox just strafing, almost skating left and right with that P19, getting another reload. But they remain. Bomb has been lost now. Come in. Man. Sweeper. Gonna finish off Gobby. So a good start here for G2.
Yeah, no one dying for G2 is always going to be very nice around like that. And
nice.
Of course, Mousesports, they didn't invest very heavily, which is quite cool actually, because usually you would see a bit more of an investment. It's a very light investment here as well, which is quite surprising considering that. I mean, I think you got to go one way or the other. Like, just go for the forced buy and then save this round instead of spreading out the buy a little bit. But I guess this way you invest just a tiny bit less and have a little bit more on the full round.
Well, two smokes, two flashes. What is the play here? The A bomb side, that pop flash is going to come in, going to get two of the three. One hiding behind the box will not get flashed, but they can't punish it, can Mousesports.
Laying down
squeaky door has been opened as well. These two are well positioned to punish this. Of course, Mousesports are lacking in inventory right now. Choose to close the door, either tease, and make their escape elsewhere.
That's a weird choice, isn't it? To close the door as a tease.
It's polite, that.
I suppose it is. A battle of politeness, as well as deadliness. And of course, Mousesports gearing up for a bit of a mid-pressure, but Jakem is ahead of the curve. All the way for the flank, and he's going to find 2 kills with that P19. And if Mousesports had any kind of a plan, it is now completely asunder by this aggression of Jakem, and that's going to be that 3-0. Is the score, and 4 players survive for G2. At this point, they've only lost, well, Jakem twice. Jakem's the only guy that's died on the team, and he's died twice. So, no economic damage done. G2 in prime position here to have such a really nice start economically. We might see all the you're after, Jakem.
Fox, now the question is, where is Fox going to play? I think he's headed towards the B bomb site. Indeed he is. There are 2 T's in that direction as well. He's going to have support as he gets into position, and he's going to boost his defense. He's going to reposition. Meanwhile, Makalele a lot of damage, gone for a bit of a streaky push, and it's going to be Dennis to go down first. What a nice angle help. Nico. So Makalele is on one solitary piece of health. Not a good start here from G2 on Mousesports' buy round.
No, this is pretty awful, to be honest. He's going to feel absolutely useless with that 1 HP, and hey, Fox will actually pick up a kill there. And Jakem gets one towards the fence. That is a massive turnaround there for G2. Now Nico gets peeked aggressively by Rain despite having an advantage. Rain's still going to take the risk, and he's going to be rewarded for that. And now it's a 2 versus 4 situation. Chris J on the scout there, moving in. Oh, great shot. Just 1 bullet required. Makalele, of course, very low on HP. And this might be a way to just create something out of this round, which looks disastrous otherwise for Mousesports. Play, and Mousesports find themselves in towards this B-bomb side, but only Chris J has survived.
gone for the fake. He's looking to even up the numbers before. He wanted to win that round. He could have gone for the plant, guaranteed a bit of extra money for his team, but he wanted to go all the way there. Wanted to try and bait the CT to come out, try and stop them from getting the money. And indeed he did that, but there were 2 more to find. Couldn't find the second headshot there, and he will go down with no plant after all. 4 rounds to 0 here for G2. Look at these angles on that spray from Nico. Very nice stuff.
Yeah, this is such a good start. It's just amazing to get all this money on the CT side. Feels really good. And Mousesports are going to go down 5-0 very likely unless they make something of this quasi by just spending all the money down to around 2k, because that loss bonus is going to max out if they lose this round. And they can assault this A bomb, starting to find themselves on a quick plant, and that is the setup that they're going with. And it's a counter smoke coming in from the CTs. And here it is. Michael, he'll spot the scoring as Ray makes his position known by Forklift, but there's so many all over the place here. We'll find actually an opening onto Rain, and Dennis has actually got some help with it, but this bomb is actually on the door, and they're about to kick the door down. Excellent spray from Dennis. 2 versus 2 though.
Position, Dennis coming in from short. He's not going to get the frag onto Makalele, leaving him with 5 HP, but God B, he's got the P215. He could do this. Makalele only with 5 HP. God B finds the head. Oh, they're going to double peek, and he will get taken down. A lot of damage done, though, by Mousesports on the force buy. Again, they don't get the plant, and regardless of the damage, it's 5-0 to G2. A great CT start from them.
Yeah, so that 5-0 is going to just enable them to really put that pressure on Mousesports, because if they can get to around 8 to 10 rounds, and they're pretty close to that at this point, then of course they're going to be incredibly satisfied with that CT start. And Mousesports know that they're going to have an insane amount of work to do. Christo's picked up the York though, so this is where we can start to see a change of pace, change of play from Mousesports. And they do have that pick base set up here. They've got a player towards door, they've got some guys towards B storage. But Fox is really good at hitting shots here. He almost never misses from B storage.
Yeah, saw the initial setup in mid here from the CTs. And first Molotov glitched out and didn't do anything, so they had to deploy their second one faster than they may have wanted to. Either way, they've got good control for the time being. Coming into the event. Jacob knows that he's going to have teeth waiting to punish him for it. Tries to flash his way out, but he's going to fail the flash. Fails the nade as well. Going to nade Fox down. Didn't do too much damage though. But there we go, Fox. There's 2 more people to contend with. Through the smoke, he'll take down next. So working out for G2 despite a bit of calamity there.
Make a good goal there. Takes a nade to the face, but still hits the shot. And into the vents. This is excellent here. No one dies for G2. They are put under so much pressure there. That was such a good push. Mousesports did everything right there, but somehow they weren't able to hit the shots, and it just came down to that composure. Just JChem is back us against the wall, and it really shows you the class of this player. Like JChem came in as a new guy. This is the team where he can really prove himself. This is the biggest kind of podium he's ever stood up on, and this is the best lineup he's ever been with, essentially. And he's really showing that he is part of the core team.
The fact that nobody died for G2 in that round is insane. Before the match started, we spoke about the thing that you often see versus Pro do, the Molotov coming into the vent, forcing the CT out of the position, punishing him before rotating. Obviously, Jake, knowing that, keeps himself close to the wall, manages to nade his teammate, fail the flashbang as well. But regardless, they survive with all the players intact. That is absolutely bananas. And that kind of thing has to be so frustrating for Mousesports. It's 6-0 already. G2 are going to have the economy going in their direction. The average is probably looking like about 6,000 with the exception of Jake on 3. But everything's going G2's way at the moment. Mousesports sitting on an average of about 3,000 or so. So again, this is a must-win round for them. I mean, a must-win map. There's nothing else left after this. It all comes down to this map. 6-0 down already. You know, the T side is less favored, but they are building too good an advantage, the CT side, both in rounds and economy.
Yeah, I mean, that round was pretty insane, and we didn't even really get to see, because they did the right things right. They smoked off Fox, they threw in the Molotovs, as you mentioned, you described the situation, But what's what I'm going to see here is Fox AWPing like an absolute beast from that position. He's one of the most consistent AWPers from the vent room, and there's one of the reasons why G2 have such a strength on this map is because they have players with such consistency as Fox does with that AWP. And for him to have the AWP so quickly because their economy is booming in the way that it is, and for him to basically be able to rebuy almost immediately if they actually lose a round, that just puts G2 in such an advantageous position. And Mousesports, of course, this could just get worse and worse. You get less and less opportunities as you know, the CT side just grinds more and more rounds out. And well, I don't know. It's a question how Mousesports going to get back in this. There's a lot of stuff they haven't tried. We haven't seen a real execute on A yet with weapons. They haven't had many chances to buy weapons, so that's probably why.
Good thing is as well that G2 are managing their economy well at the moment. You know, if you look at the flip side team, when they used to have Wilder and Simple, they would try and get the two AWPs as often as possible, and but that is very frail on their economy and can cause them to lose matches. G2 just opting to continue with the one for now. Again, they did survive with 5 players on this particular round.
Laying down smoke.
1 or 2
Grenade out.
in previous. So 6-0, can Mousesports do anything about this? They've gone for a half 5. They've got Kevlar, Helmet. Looking to go for a fast down yet. He's got support from the bench as well. He will get taken down, but trades coming in for both players. Nate's coming in, Molotov HG to try and slow down this T-push.
Yeah, this is where Fox can shine. Although Dennis is actually in, but Fox is isolated by the smoke there onto CT. Only 2 players though for Mousesports, so the man advantage for G2, and Mousesports will opt to bring Nico into the vents. But look at the cognizance from Michael Ellie. He looks for the play, but Nico annihilates him, and now he's making his way up short to try to cause a distraction right now, and we'll see the rotation of the bomb all the way around. Nico's got to get it done though. He can't let the bomber be exposed, and that's what's going to happen right now. Godby, where does he go? What does he do? He's got just a Tech 9 and the C4 strapped to his back, and there is the player for D2 on. There he goes, up onto the... Everything's spotted. This is an excellent play by G2. They're playing this so Dennis though, here he is, first engagement. Oh, Godby finds the shot somehow. Dennis is down, and now there is some space and time to plant the bomb. Godby now awaits Fox with that AWP. Will he actually be able to swap out that weapon, or will he go forwards? He's going in now with that AWP, and Godby's waiting for it, but oh, Fox finds it with the pistol, and he's going to clutch the round for G2. What an important moment for Mousesports, falling in the hands of Godby. Unfortunately, Fox with the save yet again.
See that laugh from him, almost looking like a tyrant there, dominating Mousesports. It is Fox and the rest of the G2 side, 7-0. And again, they're managing their money well, only buying the solitary AWP. Fox will continue his reign of terror towards the B bomb sites.
Now, with this 7-0 scoreline, the pressure starts to mount more and more, but Mousesports still have time. There's no time to turn around, and they're going to go for the quick play to do so. You see that Dennis will actually smoke off that straight away on B and see if they can try to get some wiggle room here, try to get some back control. Fox is peeking into the off angle. He hits the shot. Oh my goodness, Fox is just knocking the daylights out of him.
How many Fox threads there are on HLTV right now. So we've got 3 Mousesports players in towards T-Warehouse with 1 in the spooky area. So it seems that it might be a bit of an attempt towards A. Crochet being boosted up, but there's nobody to engage in the mid area for now. Dennis is playing towards the white box area. Nico going for the spray down. This time he'll be on the wrong end of it. Rain gonna punish him for that one. So 5 versus 3. You can see Makalele's boosted up as well. Got the M4A4, so they might recognize his position when he starts firing, but will they recognize fast enough? Got a smoke coming in. Makalele's flying as well. They take the spot. 2-man coming up. Makalele, the bomb goes down as well. How much damage can Crochet do? He picked up the bomb, but that's going to be that. Dennis coming in to trade. Another round on the board for G2.
This is so good right now from G2. They're showing really awesome tactical, strategic awareness, and they're hitting their shots. You know, that kill from Fox, that is just the perfect round to push. Again, they've got such a lead on the score, such a lead on the money, that they can decide to take risks like this. He went forward with the off angle when Mousesports are saying, okay, we want to try to go for a counterplay, we want to try to abuse those players towards the vent room. We're going to try to, you know, go throw the smoke and get an angle. Boom, Fox is already in your face in a spot you never expected because you're trying to adjust to something and he's 1 step ahead. He's already there. What a smart guy.
Another pause coming in from Mousesports. Now you're starting to see some concerns, some worry. 8-0 down on the final map of your best of 3. Not an ideal situation by any measure. G2 looking pretty chilled out at the moment. Been more or less relaxed, even when Makaleli was, again, going back to that first map, just clutching round after round for his team, keeping them in that map. Just super chilled out. Been here before, stood the test of time. Pretty relaxed, but Mousesports, I mean, this is looking like a mountain to climb now.
Yeah, I think Michael is one of those guys who's just like incredibly confident. He just has so much confidence and exuberance in that sense, and it's really good to see, because having players like that it can really lift the team, because it's an undying level of confidence. It doesn't matter what happens, the confidence will be there. There are some stuff, he sometimes he can get tilted, and of course if there's a spot where he can get tilted for whatever reason, then that's really bad for the team. But equally, on the other end of the spectrum, if he is feeling great, I think that can really lift the team. And so far, things have been going so amazingly well for G2, and it feels like success is only going to breed more success. And we're still looking for an answer from Mousesports. How do they turn this one around at this point? They've tried a lot of stuff. There's still stuff they haven't done. They haven't done wall of smokes into B split, try to pressure mid and take mid. We haven't seen much of that. Just going in for the A executes. So what's it going to be? We're resuming. There's been the pause. What is the answer from Mousesports?
The worst problem with Mousesports is they've been, in some cases they've been playing, making the right plays, but just haven't been working out. Does that mean they start to get to second guess themselves?
Deploying
only time will tell. They've gone for the push through the smoke in A main, where you can jump on the boxes above, take people by surprise. He's got no one to re-smoke A main for him, however, so he will have to eventually change his position.
Yeah, it's a very slow approach, and he's still, so he gets the information. And wow, Dennis with that off angle again, another aggressive risk coming in from G2. Once again, they're just abusing the fact that they're so far ahead, and it's so damaging. Mousesports down a man, they can't mess around now. They have to try to take some map control. They're going for that kind of a play, like boosting a man up into mid. There's the pop flash from Dennis into mid for any close CTs who could maybe mess Gob up as he moves in over the top of the boost. Dennis was play, or as Dennis will take some risks as well. Nico takes down Michael Ellis. And Nico is just taking them for a ride. Dennis with the spray down though could make the difference. We're into a 2-on-2, and this could really go either way.
Dennis only knows aggression, and now he's looking to bring it towards the A bomb site, where it seems that the bomb is indeed going to be planted behind the smoke by Nico. Reveal his position with that Molotov. Question is, where is Chris J? The nade gonna finish off Nico. Will Dennis go straight to the defuse here? He's gonna make his way through the smoke. Looking for the bomb, but it's lost in the smoke at the moment. Where is Chris J? This is a bit of a mess here. He's gonna find his frag onto Fox. Dennis is still searching for the bomb. He just cannot find the bomb here. Chris is on the wrong side of the smoke, and Dennis is the one making all the noise now. Time is ticking. This could be Mousesports making their first round on the board here. Indeed it will be. Chris J finally getting a round on the board for his team, and Dennis, he just could not find the bomb in that smoke.
That's ridiculous, actually. That's quite funny. It's rare that you see a round won in that fashion, because Chris J should never have won that round. I was looking at that and like, oh my god, the bomb is completely just obscured from his vision. There's no way that he's ever going to stop a hold there on the defuse. It's not usually an issue, but it was a very weird plant spot. It's one they just did not expect. You see that replay, all the tricks going backwards and forwards. That's a really important nade there. By the way, into the next round we go. Oh my goodness, he goes in forwards into these stories. He spots a lot of players. Somehow escapes not receiving any damage. He's going to find the first frag. More to follow. Jacob with the trigger. Is there going to be any more? He gets time to go for the reload, and Jacob's not stopping. Quad kill comes in. Chris J, the only man to try to stop it, but it could be too late. He will take down Fox as well. The CTs are all over him, but that bomb is lost at this point. And Chris J, he gets another frag. This is absolutely ridiculous now. Two more players from G2. They know they have the bomb. They're going to make sure they don't misplay this at this point. Chris J looking for that clutch, looking for that ace. There's plenty of time to try and find it, but if they just sit tight, they should be more than fine against Chris J here.
The C2 economy has been wrecked, but can Chris J finish off the job? That was a great double warbang on terrain. But he's got two more to find. Locations unknown. One is close, one is he's about to try not to get traded. The double peek, the timing on that is absolutely insane. G2 straight back to winning ways.
The timing there was amazing. I don't think you can make it more perfect than that. I don't think it gets more perfect than that. That is beautiful coordination from them.
Jay got so many frags from this position.
Wow.
Unbelievable. 4-man for him. Just gets the last one in time, and this wallbang from Chris. Oh, straight into the chest. Mousesports though, 9-1 on a Glock with us.
Reset, James. They call it reset.
Yeah.
Because they came by that box. That
Laying
is
down smoke.
for Mousesports.
Because
Let's talk about it.
Jay.
Absolutely. But they're lining up for Rain here. He's going to put on the USP. Let's get taken down. 3 on 3 is going to occur. There's more trades come into play. I have no idea how they're doing so much damage, but once again, Jacob's in. Fox is in from B. This Fox and Jacob, the B hit squad, they don't seem like they can be toppled.
10-1. The last 2 rounds were so close. The two maps, sorry. Mousesports, they can't go into the second half of 1 round. They need
We kill them, and then we go home.
room. And they're going to go for the force here. Scouts, AK, 3 Tech 9s. And 4 smoke grenades.
Throwing smoke.
Really spread out across the map
Throwing
initially.
grenade. Grenade
In
out.
mid for the CC side. Dennis, surprise, surprise, playing quite aggressively.
Laying down
Going to be
smoke.
taking control of mid, almost on his lonesome. The re-smoke
Fire
coming
in
in.
the hole.
What will he choose to do? Playing under the boost at the moment.
Flashbang.
But what is the play from
Throwing fire.
Mousesports? An AK and a scout.
It's
To
a
try
little
and
bit,
open this up.
it's a little bit awkward, isn't it? It's
Smoke.
going to be quite tough to try to break a side, but with that push coming in, they could
Throwing
actually
flashbang.
meet it. And Fox, he's moved that position, and he's going to find the kill. They never
Throwing
would have
flashbang.
expected it to be there. What on earth is Fox doing in this position? They take more than G2, and now
Throwing
Mousesports again
flashbang.
shut down before a plan can be initiated. But next,
Throwing
he will
flashbang.
create some space for Mousesports.
Fox has truly been unleashed. This is scary. Just marching through A main on his own, getting himself 2 frags with a player at the back of A, should he be required. But he won't be required just yet. Dennis has gone down, but that's it. Mousesports have picked up an M4 now, so they've got 2 rifles. And the
Throwing
Tech
grenade.
9 onto Dennis. Jake's position can or could be more
Throwing
important.
smoke.
Mousesports had enough utility, but they don't. Make do with what they can. The bomb's gone down. Dennis has been, he will trade Jacob, but the bomb needs to make its way up. He's in a strong position, and they're looking for him. Dennis holding the angle. Dennis finding the frag. 2 versus 2 now. G2 close to the site, and Mousesports have to go for the plant here.
There's only 10 seconds left, but the plant will go down, and Fox here in with that AWP. One player casually takes him down, doing a lot of damage to that pistol, and Michael A will get the third. It's good. There's 1 player left, and Next will clutch it. Finally, another round for Mousesports. Finally, Next is going to get himself a series of kills to pull Mousesports out of that pit of despair. But how far will this go? They need to get every single remaining round. Every single one. That 10-5, there can be no other result now for Mousesports for them to feel. Otherwise, they'll just feel incredibly uncomfortable going into the next half. And the pistol round could just end it.
And G2 have gone for the force here. Fox will continue with the AWP. Again, allowed to excel, doing what he's best at. And it has been pretty brutal for the Mousesports side. Can G2 reset Mousesports once again? This time the aggression will continue over towards the B-bomb site, but Chris is waiting. Who is going to peek the deep angle first, if at all? You can see Fox just creeping. They're getting a bit close, but they're both AWPers. They will know what is possible on either side of those scopes.
You know, just teasing at the moment. Now, we've seen Fox get kills from that position before, but how committed is he going to be to going further now? It is quite unlikely that Christian will still be in that position at this late into the round. I love the slow pace from Mousesports, but it's yet to actually help them out. Now, there it is. There we go. That patience finally yields the reward they're looking for. 2 frags, and they go for that mid-contact play, and it is going to be sweet for Mousesports.
Yeah, not much to be done here for G2. They've got the 1 rifle onto Jacob, but we saw him get a 4-man in the previous round. Problem is, 2 of the G2 players are over towards A. It's going to be a very long rotation. Only Rain towards B with a P250. Continue their march onto the site. Rain taking pot shots. Going to get a bit of damage done. A lot of damage done to God B, but it's 5 versus 3 here. And G2 have a decision to make. They've got 3 players with armor. God B's going to get finished off with the HE. But will G2 go, will they just continue with this once the bomb goes down? Rain trying to do what he can, but that's not much. He's going to get taken down by Nico. So it's an M4 on Jake and Makalele with a C dead, and they are starting to make their exit.
Yeah, so it's pretty nice to see that Mousesports are able to do so much in this round, because of course, you know, G2 didn't actually have much money left, and it's a testament to how close Mousesports have been getting despite not closing. And it's very important as well that Mousesports were able to get the consecutive round. Otherwise, they would be in a position where they could get reset on the economy, and then basically it would be over. It would just be, they would just be completely done for. So it's a good round to see from them, and they will survive. Terrorists win. It's a good sign for their economy, and moving forward, so they should be confident. But G2, what are we looking at for them?
Average of $2,000 basically.
So it's going to be the save for G2 then. So Mousesports should be able to get themselves another round on the board at the very least.
Well, they've called a pause here, which makes me wonder, are they thinking about potentially forcing here and risking either winning 2 rounds or losing 2 rounds, or playing safe and trying to win the last round?
It's quite an interesting question actually, because they will, if they lose this round, they have $2,400 in the bonus, which means that they can actually have like a somewhat decent force buy with you know, Kevlar, a pistol, and nade or 2, or even, you know, a scout or something, whatever they want. There is a possibility there. So it is quite an interesting question. I think I would, you know, err on just going for just saving for the buy, to be honest, though, because that's been working so consistently for G2 overall.
Is there a psychological angle to consider, though? I'm sure they can't see the frustration of Mousesports in certain times like we can with the cameras. I wonder if that has a part to play in the decision making here. So still some conversation going on within the booth. We should be back into the match soon. Only 2 rounds remaining now. So not much conversation in the Mouse side of things. But some happier faces than we saw earlier on when they only had 1 round. Maybe some of these signs giving them a laugh outside. So, on the Mousesports side, we have 4 AKs and the AWP. Got the Molotovs coming out as well. The G2 side yet to buy anything. Indeed. Maybe this could actually be a pause just to try and break any momentum of Mousesports as well. I don't know if there's some conversation going on in the other half of the booth. Would presume so, with Dennis starting to talk now.
Yeah, one thing that's been so awesome to watch from G2 is the fact that the way that they've, again, been using Fox, of course, with the aggressions, because he's been the timing of the aggression is so key, because they managed to just get under the skin of Mousesports every single time they're about to do something different. Fox comes out of the woodwork from this unknown location with an AWP and shuts you down, and then all of a sudden any plan you had it all goes into turmoil, and the advantage is found by the opposition. So it seems like it is actually a technical issue instead of a tactical pause, which does make a lot more sense, I would say, generally speaking. And so hopefully that can get resolved very quickly, so we can get underway and finish this one off and find out who's going to be the victor here, because there's definitely space for Mousesports if they get, you know, if they actually manage to carry it through to the 5 rounds and get that pistol, then it's just game on. It is fully game on from that period forward. So,
hey, shout outs to the Kobe sign. Respect to you, sir. That's a League of Legends hat, right?
I don't know, man. I don't know anything about League.
Me neither.
Who do you think I am?
Don't know. Can you drink those cans of Monster on the stage? Or are they just there for display?
Oh, you have to say commercials. It was commercials.
What?
That's what Ali said. Are you doing the Ali thing, right?
I was trying to. Did I fail that?
Yeah, you did. He would be really disappointed, I think. Oh well, there's always time for redemption. At the major, there's still a couple days left to play, so there's so many awesome matches, and we've got 2 more best of 3s coming up today as well after this one to decide who's going to make it through the groups. But already it looks like TSM are having a good time of it. That said, when we've seen the bracket drawn, looks like their path is definitely going to be a little bit easier than some others to that finals.
Yep, much more Counter-Strike to come your way today, tomorrow, and of course on Sunday. Getting some info from production. All right, so they are working on something at the moment, and hopefully it will be resolved. Maybe they're opening boxes, Dan.
Just opening pins.
Maybe they're opening pins. Maybe they are. So we can see, let's see, 4,017 drops have been made in this match so far.
But not me, James, because I'm here. Is it a hard choice between, you know, coming to do some commentary and staying at home, opening up, you know, 20 accounts and, you know, joining the streams and getting the drops?
I'm done with all that.
But James, this would be perfect for you. There's like cobblestone for days. You could finally have gotten the Dragon Ball.
I know, but I just bought one. I gave up. It will ultimately end up cheaper for me to just buy a Dragon Lore than I was buying a lot of boxes is the problem. The cobblestone souvenir boxes.
I bet now it's gone down in value, the Dragon Lore that you bought. So if you'd waited, James, if you'd waited. Because there's been so many cobblestones that surely the value must have gone down. There must have been some new Dragon Lores.
I am very curious actually to the average price of a cobblestone box on the market right now. But maybe I'll have a look after the evening's proceedings. So again, we're just waiting for this issue to be resolved there. And I wonder if this favors one of the teams, because obviously Mousesports, you know, finally broken G2. There are only 2 rounds remaining in this half, but maybe they'll be a bit colder once this resumes. What a nice stage.
I mean, I think G2 are just like, well, guys, we've got 10 rounds already. I feel like they're just in this position where they've got 10 rounds. They have a really weird situation on the money. They're probably gonna save, I would imagine. Because I don't think, because Jacob can't even drop a Famus. He doesn't have quite enough money to do that, and he's only got to save the weapon. Although Michael has some armor already, so I don't know. I think it's unlikely, but hey, maybe we'll see it. I don't think it matters too much for G2. I think they're feeling amazing at the moment, and I think anything will change that. Mousesports, on the other hand, it's got to feel so incredibly just awkward and just pressured this situation for them, because they understand that, and if they don't get more than 3 rounds, then losing the pistol can just cost them the tournament, basically. That's what that means. So getting 4 or 5 rounds, basically, is that difference. So that one more round is incredibly important. They should win it, sure, because they've got a great advantage now on the weapons, but definitely it's going to be a test. But you have to go through these tests, James. If you want to be a championship team, you want to be a championship player, you need the mindset of a champion, and that is to come from these horrible deficits, but still find a way back.
This is a good map for CTs on, you know, when they've got the 5-7s out, there are some very dangerous positions, and it's a testament to the T sides with their Molotovs, who are able to execute them correctly on the site, specifically A, because we've seen, especially with North American Counter-Strike, for example, that they position the default bomb spot, plant spot, sorry, on the A sites. If you stand there with a 5-7, you can annihilate T sites pushing in if they don't execute Molotovs onto the site properly, so there's basically nowhere to hide. Always a beautiful thing when we see those come through. There are some Molotovs on the Mousesports side, so should G2 opt for a force buy, or even if they don't, I hope that we will see such an execute coming out from the Mousesports side.
Do you have a favorite position that you play, CT sided? Train?
Cash. I like to AWP from the car position. I would say that's the. I like to go well. I don't like to go mid per se, but often.
James, what is your position?
Often the people I play Cash with don't know how to play mid properly, so I often end up going towards mid.
Actually, I usually go to mid as well. So we should never play together.
Okay, guys, so we're going to go to a short break while this issue is resolved. Hopefully, we shall return very shortly. So go and raid the fridge, open the biscuits. We will see you back here soon. Hello, people of Romania and people around the world. Seems we are ready to resume the match here again. We have 2 rounds remaining in the first half here. A solid 10-3 lead for G2, but it's Mousesports currently leading on the economic side of things. Dan, say something intelligent.
Well,
You failed, Dan. So we'll see if the G2 buy comes out. Are they going to go for the Force or are they going to go for the Eco? Here, there is a decision to be made. Do they basically sack 1 round and try to win the last, or do they try to win both with the Force buy? That is the gamble. Deal or no deal. No time to phone a friend here. Phones have been taken by Valve, Dan.
why would they do this? Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know, maybe they want to see who has the best score on Candy Crush, but it's probably Anders, because he is a bit of an expert in that game.
He is actually, yeah.
Yeah.
That surprised me, but he is max level in that game. But yeah, this situation, just for the recap here, G2, if you're just joining us, G2 of course managed to have an amazing CT side so far, just because of the fact that they had that pistol victory. It was very awesome. They're defending the B play that came in very handily. I don't think they lost a player, maybe one at the most. And then they just got ahead of every play that Mousesports make. They seem to be in the heads of the Germans, but for how long can this continue? Mousesports now, they don't get many more chances to save themselves in this series, but this is the big one here now. Yeah, but Nico's there in position. He's going to find all players, but 2 for 1. That's actually pretty decent here for Mousesports, because considering that they know where the players are for G2 more or less, and they'll get themselves into the label further issue. And there's Goldie as well, going to find the ranges with Fox. He's trying to toy with that car, but it's not going to work out. This is one of the games that more quiet. Doesn't really matter if they've been getting convincingly.
Indeed, Fox, he's not top fragging, but he's had a lot of important frags for his team, the impact frags. Jacob and Dennis tied on 16 kills at the moment. Mousesports getting their second last round though. They've got a good opportunity to take a 10-5, which they might be pleased with. Again, they had 1 round for so long, it was looking a bit brutal, but starting to catch up now. The M4's coming out for G2.
This is what we have been waiting for.
AWP for Mouse to fear
Throwing smoke.
on this occasion.
Smoke.
No
I'm
kits
throwing the
on the
flashbang.
CT side.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
Yeah, we got Phase moving in. Often invested actually by Fox there. Hold our horses here, because Nex is going to make his way quickly in for that mid-take, but Dennis finds 2 quick kills there, locking it down. Going in. He's going to drop in from above. Dennis is going to get annihilated there. Good stuff from Nex to get the trade, and that's the 3 versus 3 situation now. Mousesports has so much time to use. God B, he can really turn this round into something special here to get that 5.
So the remaining 3 are spread out. No trade kills coming their way anytime soon.
Throwing fire.
Fox taking quite a bit of damage here. Nade sailing in, but he will reconsider his position, and it looks like we're going to have a full rotation from the CTs towards the B bomb site, but will it get there in time? Jake is on the site. Fox is smoked off, pushing through the smoke. Looking to get some more shots for his team. Crashing by, escaping the flame just in time. McAlady coming in to take down Chris J, and G2 will find a way to take the last round of the first half, 11-4.
They just destroyed them. Amazing stuff from G2 again. And that fast mid-take, that's a complete change of pace. Mousesports haven't thrown a play at G-Sports like that yet. They put so much more emphasis towards the kind of outer sides of the map, towards A and B, that you could even actually imagine that G2 would have prioritized away from middle, so that should work out really well. But in this case, didn't really work out for them, as we had all those trades, and even though it went through 3 versus 3 and with loads of time left, which usually favors the terrorists massively, G2 just able to hit the shots. And this has happened, this has been the trend throughout the entire series. These guys seem to be a little bit more clutch, just a little bit, and a little bit more on point on some of these shots. And well, it's going to have to take something pretty amazing from Mousesports moving into the second half. It all starts with the pistol, of course, but that good economy, that start is so crucial. And I mean, there is, of course, always the option to lose the pistol round, James, and then win the Force afterwards if you're envious. But it doesn't really apply for other people.
For human beings, that.
For human beings, yeah.
G2 with 8 rounds in a row at the beginning of that half, including the pistol. If they take the pistol here, Mousesports are up the creek, Dan, with no paddle in sight. Paddle has been lost in the ether. 40 seconds before we get into the second half. Now, what is the play from Mousesports? We often see the CT side playing an A retake with larger numbers towards B. Now, often when the CT sides play the retake, you have one player spotting A from the car position. The problem with the car position is you can't hear the squeaky door open from that position. So if G2 choose to play against that kind of play, which is reasonably common, then they can just barrel into the A site through the squeaky door, and then they're going to have a lot of numbers on the site for Mousesports to go for the retake. Who knows? Time will tell. The thing in the Mousesports advantage is they will have the superior stock pistols with better ranges. So it's time to get into it. Let's look at the buy from both teams. G2 going triple Kevlar, Makalele and Rain yet to buy. It's going to be quad Kevlar. Rain's going to be the nade man on the T-side here on Cash. And it's going to be quad Kevlar for Mousesports as well.
Yeah, Rain leading the squadron as well of G2 players, and it looks like it's going to be a B round. Could be pretty fast as well. Chris J is going to be in that pistol position here for Mousesports. He's going to spread all these players in, and look at it. There it is. First frag going to Chris J. He's put himself into a corner though. Nobody's there, but they get flashed, and that buys him some time. And his teammates gets the second snap. Dennis goes down. So does Rain, and Chris J doing so much damage, shutting this down, slapping down all these G2 players, but still 2 remain. However, in this time that Chris J's held on, Nex and Dennis are in key positions to stop the approach onto the B bomb site. Where on earth did G2 go?
Only Fox remains. Nico's in the bench as well, so there's a bit of a crossfire coming in for the CTs, and it's gone well for them. They started the round with a 2-man push into A main straight away, got the information, got back to B in time. It was a slow push from G2 and it didn't work out for them. Mousesports with an important pistol round in the second half here, but still they have a 6-round deficit as G2 go for the 4th buy.
Now is the time.
With it, which is a little bit of an issue because those big ranges are going to be available to the CTs for the defense, which is obviously favorable. He's playing really far back here, but here it is. Godby trying to get himself close in on middle so that Mousesports have a good sense of what's going on before this push comes in.
Max range is coming in towards the A. Squeaky door, where the push may have been fruitful. We'll come back to it later. Godby trying to go for the spray down with the MP9. Can't find a connection yet. Does have support. Godby's indeed gone down, but that gun won't be retrievable anytime soon for G2. Does the push continue? Next is in the vent, so there's a good angle for him to punish the T's, though, are moving away.
This is very interesting right now. The mid-round calling coming in for G2 to see if they can try to get the better of this one-man advantage that they have for themselves. Maybe finding a bit of a risky play from Mousesports and punishing, but there it is, a bit of a tag onto Next. So G2 looking quite fantastic as we see Mousesports slowly moving towards that B rotation. They've got players that can respond very quickly from middle. And still, though, Mousesports are wondering, where is this push coming from and when is it going to appear? Maybe doubt has been set into the minds of Mousesports, but here it is. The push will finally reveal itself into the B-bomb site to take down the first player, but the trades are coming in. Much the better for G2. 4 versus 2 in this situation as Nico and Dennis need to find something with their rifles as they go into this bomb site, and they're going to be faced with multiple players at once, and it will not happen. Mousesports cannot retake, and G2 make it work off the force buy. What a disaster here for the German side.
That is a nuclear disaster for G2. Radiation, sorry, for Mousesports, radiation all over their economy as well. Things are a complete mess. That is so bad. G2 only 4 rounds away from taking the entire match. Mousesports with a 7-round deficit, and they're going to go for the 4th buy as well. So if you're a Mousesports fan, you have to be really worried now. We've got the Deagles coming out, especially on Nico. We know what he's capable of. There's a bit of a push coming in from 3 men towards the 5. Can he hold on to this AK? No, he's going to get taken down by Chris J. Our thing's going to speed up. Makalele and Rain coming in to wipe out Mousesports very quickly. Only 2 players remaining.
Nex and Nico, though, no less, with those Deagles. One will be spotted in by the toxic barrels of A, and JChem is just trying to use that range to his advantage, but the Deagle is a little bit scary, and JChem can afford to wait for his teammates to go in here, and there it is. Nico is going to go down to Rain in middle, so now this should be a 1 round from G2, as Nex is just all by the lonesome on the B bomb site, very far away from the bomb and the T assailants. So Mousesports, they're going to go down 13-5. This is very scary indeed. And G2, they've got so much momentum in every sense.
I wonder if the power of the Mousesports side is going to start to wilt now if they lose this round. Next with 14 HP. Does he choose to save his armor, or does he try to go for the best play of his entire life? Seems he's going to hold this angle for now. So we're looking at 13-5 here. And the Mousesports economy is non-existent. Chris J's got $1,200, which means he's probably saving for an AWP, which means that he won't get that until G2 probably have 14 rounds here. So Mousesports with it all to do. The pressure has maybe never been so high for them.
Absolutely, this is such an important match for that playoff spot to become a legend. And G2, they are looking like legends in the makings. They're showing all the good qualities here. They have made such amazing leaps and bounds with their new lineup. I'm really impressed by them in this tournament. I never expected them to do so well as they have been doing. As a team, as individuals, we're seeing new stuff out of G2. They've found something that works. Hopefully for them to the playoffs. And now Mousesports are going to be on that eco, as you said. They're likely going down to G2, the 15-round situation, where basically they don't get any more chances in this one. And the eco is being cleaned up slowly but surely by G2. Just using the grenades, playing it as a team. Well, they are quite spread out, that said.
Indeed, Dennis going to be trying to play on the spawn, trying to get fast into B, managing to escape. That's Mousesports, Dennis, managing to get back towards the vent without getting taken down. So make sure they don't spend too much time without any frags here, because if they go for a late aggression, it's a bit scary for Fox. Facing with a grenade in his hand. No kills yet for the side. G2 finally, the double dink coming in with the UFP. One player down, Dennis soon to follow as well. Now things getting tricky here for G2. But Rain once again, the talisman, the reliable man, gonna come in and clean things up. Makaleli and Jacob gonna get frags as well. You can see a bit of frustration there on Fox, but it's 14-5. They are on the cusp of greatness here.
Yes. It is so close. It is at hand, this victory for G2 now. Mousesports need to summon all their strength, all of it, to pull them out of this horrible position. And we'll see the rifles coming in. The orb comes into Chris J. They don't have any grenades ready. I mean, not nearly as many as they'd want, about half as much as they'd want. No incendiaries. We're going to see aggression here from Mousesports. What is the risk going to look like? G2 looking like they want a fast round here, taking the lead almost immediately, but they do get smoked off. And
problem with the top right corner is going to have a gap in it. You saw Jacob trying to jump on that, see through it. It's a little bit temperamental, but he won't find any frags there. So if there's a person playing in the area, they can. Nico trying to find an angle, and he's going to take down Rain. Actually, I thought that would be a bit disadvantageous for him, but he's going to get the frag regardless and take little damage for it. So what is the play here for G2? There's a minute on the clock for them. And they're all towards the
Nika's there by the foregrip. Goes down immediately there to Jason's rifle. Nobody to play off, but in fact, actually, the team has found its way into the same position. This is incredibly awkward for Mousesports. It's all falling to pieces. Just 2 players left. For the retake, and Jacob's in a perfect position. Chris J goes down, and now Gobby, his chances are slim, and he gets attacked from the skies. Fox will take him out with the AK. 15-5, and G2 now on match point, 1 round away from that playoff spot.
Look at the money that Mousesports have to play with. The end is nigh for this side, but it's not over until it's over. We're going to have 3 Deagles coming out. The scouts again onto Chris J. With a 5-7. There's much work for Mousesports to do here. Will they go for an aggression? Will they go for a stack? Will they go for a passive site hole and wait to see who's going to be holding a passive position, the same position Chris J was holding earlier on. Going to have a standard play from Mousesports so far. 2 towards B. Starting to push now though. Fox can't make the first connection. Rain holding an angle towards mid. Rain in there for support as well. So far so good for G2.
Next is going to make his move. That a big risk is required to try to level the scales, but that's a trade straight from Dennis, and G2 retake the advantage on the men, and it is only getting worse here for Mousesports. Down just to Chris J with that scout in hand. He needs to take on 4 players. They don't know where he is just yet, but there it is. Jacob's going to connect this shot, and G2 go through here at Dreamhack Cluj-Napoca to that playoff spot.
G2 with a dominating performance in the final map there again. Just an insurmountable lead.